Hey, thank you so much for joining me today. This is Amy L, and this is Healthier with Amy L, where we find ways to get motivated together to lose weight or keep the weight off or just to be healthier. Right, healthier. Today, like I do every Tuesday for this challenge, I'm going to give you what the walking challenge that we have is. If this is your first week with us, I'd encourage you to go back and look at week one so you can get all the details on how this is working and how you can personalize it and customize it for what works best for you. What I'm doing on Tuesdays then is I'll give you the next challenge. So this is the challenge that you can start whenever you want, but it's the next week's activity that we have planned that's going to slowly increase either the time or the number of days that we're doing. But don't freak out. We're never going to do more than 4 days, and we're never going to do more than 30 minutes for a walk. But when we add it all up over the course of these 8 weeks, we're going to go a nice distance, 36 miles. And I know there's some groups out there that are doing incredible things like going to Niagara Falls. So if you guys want to comment and fill us in on where you're at, I'd love to have some dialogue going. But let's get straight to it. Today, I'm going to give you not only the challenge, but then I'm going to follow it up with some tips and tricks to make it easier or more interesting for you. To tell you today's challenge, all we're going to do this week is we're going to do 4 days. All right. So it's okay. 4 days is all I'm asking for. 2 of those days, you're going to keep doing those 10-minute walks. 2 days, 10-minute walks. So that's just the same as last week. You just leave the house for 5 and then turn around and come back. Then 2 days, you're going to increase it just a little and you're going to do 15 minutes. So it's a total of 4 days. 2 of them at 10 minutes, 2 of them at 15. That's what we're asking you to do this week. But listen, guys, we need some tips. We need some tricks on how to make this a little bit better, especially when it starts getting hot. So you guys know about indoor walking. Let me give you some ideas. A lot of people do mall walking, and I'll come back to that in a second. There's also, I'm a big fan of house walking, of just setting the timer, usually on my microwave, honestly, or on my phone, and then listening to a podcast and walking around my house for those 10 minutes. Easy to do. You can do it at midnight and it's fine. Another thing to do is if you look on YouTube or if you go to the library, you can get some walk at home tapes that will give you a little bit more structure. Some of those you might want to save for later on when we're doing longer walks, but it's definitely something you could add in. And again, I want you to do it at your own pace. Other people find big stores, right? Like IKEA or Home Depot, and just walk around those, especially if we're only talking about 10 minutes. But my favorite thing to do is the trick that I used as I was losing weight, although you can do this if you're losing or maintaining. What I would do would be mall walking. And I did a little bit of research for you. The Harford County Mall, if you're from here, they have a mall walking program so that they open up their doors. I looked on their website today. It said they open their doors at 7 a.m., which is 3 hours earlier than the shoppers come in, just so that the lanes are kind of clear for the mall walkers to be able to go in and walk before having to dodge the shoppers. But I think that's kind of lateral movement as you're going and dodging all the shoppers. Anyway, 7 a.m. they open, and they say if you do the entire lap, including the hallways, that it's 3/4 of a mile. That's important if you're doing something that involving distance. For us, it's just time. But to give you the information, the pat on the back for how far you've gone, the Harford County Mall doors open at 7 is what their website says, and 1 lap equals 3/4 of a mile. What I would do, though, is while I was walking, I would look at the mannequins and figure out which outfit I liked the best. At the end of my walk, I would then go to that store, try on the outfit, see what size it was, and just notice how it felt. I would not buy it. Don't buy it. The next week, go back to that same store, try on the same outfit in the same size. And it's amazing as you keep doing that to see the changes in your own body. Look, you and I know that sometimes the scale and what our body is doing don't always correspond as well as we would like. So having another external kind of confirmation of what you're doing, especially if you're trying to lose weight, is really great. So trying on that outfit week after week, you'll see the changes in how it fits your body. And if you're anything like me, after about 2 or maybe 3 months, you might even need to go down a size. And then I would decide to buy it once I went down a size. And the really nice cherry on top was that after 2 or 3 months, it would usually be on sale. So I'd get a little bit of extra perk from doing that. Guys, I hope you're enjoying these. I'll be back with you next Tuesday to give you the next challenge. But like I said, please go ahead. If you haven't already watched week 1, you want to check that out, and feel free to comment below with what your groups are doing. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon.